Hi everyone, today we're gonna learn about rotations in 2v2. It is an aspect that I used to struggle in, but after my 4,500 hours of experience, I came up with these simple rules to follow. There's a few of them, but we're gonna cover them all in this video, and after this you should have a very solid basis to rotate in 2v2. First, what does it mean to rotate? Rotating does not mean to go all the way back to get boost. It does not even necessarily mean to get a big boost. Rotating means repositioning while getting boost to be ready when your teammate completes their play or loses the ball. Rotating means letting your teammate have a turn. Rotation rules. As long as you can play the ball forwards towards the opponent nets, it is your ball. If you miss, most of the time you should rotate, because your teammate is getting ready to play next. If you are past the ball on the field, even if you could go around, you should rotate. The amount of boost you collect depends on when you will be needed next in the play. Do not go too far, your teammate will need you eventually. Don't rotate in the path your teammate needs to go to the ball. Most of the time, you should rotate through mid. Depending on the position you are playing on the field, you will have different roles. If you are the first man, you have the ball, your primary goal should be to attack the net. There's a few outcomes possible. First one is you score. Great job, you don't need to rotate. You're going to be reset at kickoff. Another outcome would be that either you miss or it gets saved and the ball comes back to you. In that case, you play again. In all the other cases, you're going to need to rotate. If you cannot attack the net, the next best thing is to give advantage to your teammate. It can be done by taking a 50-50 with their first man. There is an outcome where you can play that ball again past the first man. In all the other outcomes, whether it goes to your teammate or it goes to their second man, you're going to have to rotate. Another way to give advantage to your teammate would be to make a pass, either by the side wall or by the backboard. In this case, you rotate after you finished your play. The most important thing to look for when you rotate is how much time do you have. The time that you have depends on who has the ball, the speed at which they're going, and the dangerousness of the situation. If your teammate has the ball, but all he can do is hit it, you don't have much time. If your teammate has the ball, but he's going off the wall for an air dribble, you might have a bit more time. The opponent has the ball and is going straight for your net, you don't have much time. If the opponent have the ball, but they're taking their time to get the boost and go up the wall, air dribble, you might have a bit more time. Depending on the amount of time that you have, either you're going to have to rotate quickly through pads to reposition behind your teammate, or if you have more time, you can look for bump, demo, a boost steal. There's a lot of possibility. Your goal needs to be repositioned behind your teammate when it's going to be your turn to play. Don't be late. If there's a gap in the rotation, the other team's going to easily be able to get the ball back and either attack 2-on-1 against your teammate, or simply you're going to lose offensive pressure and you're going to have to go back on defense. Roles of the second man. The first responsibility of the second man is to be ready for the next turn. When the first man is done and starts rotating, it's going to be the second man's turn. He needs to be behind the ball, not beside. I don't want to see this. Behind the ball. He needs to be close enough to play before their second man. And he needs to have enough boost to do something meaningful with the ball when it's his turn. Can be just a 24, 36, get a good hit. Maybe just a little control touch and take a 50. It doesn't have to be full to be in second man position. Another role of the second man is to be ready to defend. If things don't work out and the other team counterattacks quickly, the second man is going to have to defend. So again, that's why he needs to be behind the ball, not beside. He needs to be far enough to defend against a strong clear. And he needs to have enough boost to defend. It can be only 24, 36. Most likely it's going to be enough at least to generate acceleration and pick up other pads to then make the save. Now that we've seen all the theory, we're going to review the first clip of the video and explain the decision making I had through this whole play. So here I'm late to rotate back on defense, so I position myself as second man. I let my teammate go first. Once he touches this ball and I see that he cannot follow it up, I become the first man. I need to put pressure on this ball. I don't manage to get the 50, but I neutralize the trap. As soon as I finish my play, I'm considered in rotating. I'm not in position yet to be second man. Now I am. As soon as my teammate disappears on my left, it means that I become the first man. He is now behind me. So I can now attack this ball when I feel like I have a good challenge. I end up winning, so I can keep on going because the ball was in front of me on the field. I wait for his touch, and I end up having a bad touch on the wall. It's like if I had missed. I can't really follow up my play. So I'm going to rotate behind my teammate, let him play, reposition as a second man. He passes to me, I'm first man, I take a shot on net, I miss. Now I'm rotating. Turns out there's a boost and there's a guy there. Why not try to get the boost and bump the guy? Didn't get the boost, but got the guy. So I rotate back to my position as second man and get boost. I cannot go because my teammate's not behind me yet. So I try to gain sometimes a bit and I end up getting the interception. I cross the ball to the other side of the field and I can play again towards their net. So I just follow up my play and it turns out I get the goal. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. If you're interested in getting coached, please join the Discord and open a ticket in the channel coaching request. That's about it for today. See you next time and good luck on the grind.